Hello, this is QNef of Ari'ze Women Network. I thought I'd come before you today because, of course, we have some unprecedented times that we're in with the COVID-19 coronavirus. It is really sad the rate of people catching the virus and who are dying. Of course, there are many who are recovering. But now the news media, mainstream media, of course, is showing that the numbers of blacks in mainly it looks like urban cities are being most affected by the COVID-19. So yeah, I'm really, I'm looking at the weather. I'm in the Midwest, and we've had like three different seasons in 3 days' time. Today it is a snowstorm, and this is April the 12th to 2020, and yeah, snowstorm in the middle of April. There's a lot of strange things going on with the weather. With the COVID 19, I'm starting to feel a certain kind of way when I go out. Because blacks are being labeled, of course, with facts that we are one of the highest rates of those who are dying from the COVID 19. They saying it's due to pre-existing conditions we have, such as diabetes, high blood pressure, and it's just really sad. That's why I'm inspired when I go to the new black media and I hear people like Antonio Moore of ADOS, of Tonetalks, and he did a wonderful video today. It is very powerful. It is what I've been wanting to say. I was actually going to do a video on the points that he mentioned, which is how we've been predisposed to these pre-existing conditions as black Americans, as ADOS. The high blood pressure, the diabetes, all of this comes from not only the foods that we eat, our diet, the stress that we have, and the stress that was passed on to us through generations. But of course, it is the fact that we are predisposed to these pre-existing conditions, and which is why it's affecting us as far as the COVID-19 being attacking us even more so. So please, I'm gonna put the link to Antonio Moore's video on that and I'm starting to feel that the media and people are starting to look at blacks as the original carriers of the coronavirus. I want you guys to please be informed. We did not originate this coronavirus. We're being exposed to it, of course, with the pre-existing conditions we have. We're dying from it. Some of us, some are being healed, but some are dying because of the pre-existing conditions. Please remember that this coronavirus, COVID-19, began in Wuhan, China. It did not. We are not the original carriers of it. Okay, I remember during the media, during social media, looking at these videos about people eating bat soup that was circulating around on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and people were really alarmed that actual people were eating bat soup, cooked, and snakes in a meat shop in Wuhan, China, and we pretty much just brushed it off. This is sometime in January, February, those pictures started circulating, and we didn't really, think much of it until Wuhan, China was hit with the coronavirus, and then that really alarmed everybody. But because it didn't hit close to home, it didn't hit in America, we really acted like it didn't affect us. Sorry that happened in China. Wow, look at what they're going through. And lo and behold, look at us now. Here we in America, and we're the highest rate of coronavirus. And it's just, it just took everybody by storm, and people are dying by the droves. In New York, 1,500 a day, people dying from this disease, and it's affecting mostly African Americans. That's why ADOS is so important, to look at the history that we've experienced in this country, from our diet, from slavery, stress being passed down to us from our ancestors. And all of that plays into our overall health. So please, one thing I like to employ, that it's time for us as black people to change our diet. We've got to get away from eating a lot of meats. We've been exposed to a soul food, high fat diet, oil, and a lot of meats. But our ancestors and our, grandmas and mothers, they ate a lot of vegetables with those meals. Now we're going out, we're going to Burger King, we're going to these fast food restaurants. We don't know the seasoning and how much seasoning they're putting in their foods. And we're, piling on the sodium in our diet, the GMO, the sodium that's in so many box meals and canned goods. I ran out and bought cans of soup, preparing for the coronavirus quarantine or shut-in that we have here in our city. And I looked at the ingredients on the back, and 960 milligrams of sodium in one can of lentil soup. Really, in our diet, we're not supposed, if you have high blood pressure especially, you're not supposed to consume any more than 1,500 grams of sodium. So if I'm eating one can of soup and it has 960 grams per serving, and there are 2 servings, I'm already over the sodium limit. So we have to please be aware of our diet, what we're eating, what we're cooking with, the type of oils we're using. I really changed from eating a lot of meats, and now I'm basically down to fish and maybe sardines. I ate a turkey burger that I made, and it made me sick, and I'm done. That's just me. Now everybody goes at their own pace, but now is the best time for us to change our diet, to eat more healthier, incorporate turmeric as a seasoning and ginger as a seasoning in our diet and our teas, because those elements boost your immune system. And the problem is that our immune system is not up to par. So those who are possibly dying from the COVID-19, their immune systems are being attacked. They're already compromised. And then they have the other pre-existing conditions on top of that. And it's like layer on top of layer, and they don't stand a chance with the COVID-19. So we must be aware of what we're intaking into our systems. Okay. So now America is in an outbreak. We've quarantined, we're at the stay-at-homes, the kids are out of school. Some cities are saying that they're closing out school for the kids for the rest of the school year. So now they're at home with their parents. They're saying that abuse is on the rise. I can say personally, I heard of someone who was being abused, and saw it, with my own eyes by a family member. Not my family, but it was another family. It was a neighbor, actually. And people are stressed, so now we've got that other problem. So let's please be aware of what's going on. A documentary is going to come forth. I'm going to bring forth a documentary, and it's going to be mostly for the young people to look back and see the mistakes that we've made, the mistakes that America has made, and for us to correct those mistakes, because we can't go on living the life like everything is okay. These mistakes need to be made. Reparations needs to be made to African Americans, because we are the first, last fired, the last hired, and the first fired. A lot of us, we suffer with the educational system because it hasn't prepared us for the real world. I remember when I was younger, they had subjects like machine shop. We had typing, things like that. That helped us, because when us as girls, when we became teenagers and we got out of high school, we were able to go downtown Chicago, get a job, get a temporary job. And when temporary job ended, we always got another temporary job. Well, a lot of jobs have now been outsourced to other countries. So the young people, they're really struggling right now. This is a really tough time. Now we have this outbreak. Now most of the essential workers who are in the forefront are mostly African Americans. The Walmart workers, the box, stores, the essential workers like nurses and CNA workers. They're now in jeopardy, their life. But we've got to make sure that We do not make black people the new face of COVID-19. We didn't originate. We are not the original carriers. It started in Wuhan, China. So please don't look at us like it's something that we've done. We've been pre-exposed to other existing conditions such as the high blood pressure and the diabetes and things of that nature. Our diet, some of us still have not put away the chitlins. We've got to do that. But you know what? Please do not look at blacks as though we are the original carriers. We're struggling just like everyone else, and I hope that people make better choices. We are not the new face of COVID-19, although you see the numbers. The numbers are because of our pre-existing conditions, of which have never been addressed. Michelle Obama, Barack Obama's wife, the former First Lady, tried to instill a healthy, get on the move, get your body moving campaign. And she did, and it was good. The schools took out the bad sodas and the bad foods that were actually hurting our kids, and it seems like we were on the right track. Okay, when this new administration came in, they took out that program. They eliminated the pandemic team that former President Barack Obama had put in place. So a lot of blames can go a lot of places, but please don't look at us as though we're the culprits, because we're not. Thank you for tuning in to Ari'ze Women Network. I'm going to put together a documentary. I have some wonderful, hopefully, guests that I will be able to bring in as far as by video. I'm really liking our new black media Tone Talks, Antonio Moore of Tonetalks, Yvette Carnell of Breaking Brown, Pharaoh said that with Vegan Intel. He has really helped me with his videos to help me to eat healthier. And this is what we need. We can fight this. We can win this. Everybody wants to get out and enjoy the weather, enjoy the beautiful sunshine when the sun does shine. We were in all winter here in the Midwest, and now we're back stuck. But let's get back to treating our bodies better. Let's take our vitamin D's, our vitamin C's, and make up for the sun not being out, and get those vitamins. Let's boost our immune system with the turmeric, with the ginger, with the hot teas. Keep yourself warm and keep the hot teas in your body. Do a hot steam when you go out. Even though you're covering with masks and you're practicing social distancing, this coronavirus is a monster. They're saying it's possibly 3 viruses in one, that it mutates from one stage from point A to point C. So this virus is not playing. I don't know. The president said it's a genius. He labeled this virus as a genius. I don't know if I would put that on the label, because a virus that's killing people, that was not very responsible to say that. But one thing that's true about it, I guess, is that it keeps mutating, and it's in the air, so it's powerful. So we've got to fight it with everything we can fight with. Practice that social distancing, calm down. I know everybody wants to get out. It's not just the black young people that wants to get out and have gatherings. It's other races too. So please, 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 let's not do that. We have to come together as a people. We are the United States of America. There's some good things in this country, and we want to get back to that. We want to get back to going to concerts and being around each other, going out to the parks, going to the games, the NBA games. I even miss the NFL. I love sports. I love football. So hopefully everything will get back to normal, but I don't think it's ever going to be normal. It's going to be different. It's going to be a new normal, but let's practice it. Social distancing. Let's be better in our diets. Let's not jump on each other when we try to tell each other or teach each other the new methods of eating, incorporating more fruits and vegetables in our diet. And let's reach out to our loved ones. Please call your elder and let them know that you love them. You're still there for them. And I thank everyone for listening. If you'd like to submit a video about the COVID-19, what your experience has been, please do. In the comment sections, list me your comments. Tell me how you feel. What are you going through? What is your family going through? Do you know of a loved one who has the coronavirus? What are you doing to help them? And please let their medical people know, the ones who are infected. Please do not give them ibuprofen or Advil, possibly Aleve, because those those medicines that are supposed to bring down fever does not work well with the coronavirus. It actually does more damage. Maybe they can do acetaminophen, Tylenol. That has been that's working well. Those in the medical field, thank you for your service. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being on the front line. You know who you are. You are the new soldiers, the new MVPs. You are the new foot soldiers out there. Please be careful. Protect yourselves also. And doctors too. The CNA workers, nurses. Nurses are A1 in my book. Thank you for listening. Hit me up in the comment section. I'm going to bring a documentary forth, and please smile. Please try to look at some humor. Use this time to develop a new idea, a new business model. And when you get that stimulus money, maybe put it together with someone and start a little small business. Start that new small business that you wanted to start, offering something to the community. It could be face masks. You can make face masks. It could be a new hand sanitizer. There's something that we can learn from this, and we can go for it. So thank you for listening to Ari'ze Women Network, and be blessed.